Hey, 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 all you unique, beautiful, divine human, HUE beings living life on the edge of your dreams. Welcome to this edition of FriYAY. My name's lisalyle, and I am here to support our souls to shine regardless of what is taking place on the outside. And on the outside today, the winds of change are whipping across, I was going to say across the universe, across the region here, and maybe the universe too. Who knows? Who knows? Um, what are we? We're about less than 48 hours away from our full moon in Sagittarius. Really interesting, folks. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And we have Jupiter, the planet of great fortune and expansion, over there in Cancer, the sign of home and family and safety and security. So it feels like a very exciting time. And they say blue moons are rare. They're not really that rare. The last one we had was in 2024. So they are rather common, let's say. They're not an every month or an every year experience, yet they are a rather common thing. The thing is, when it comes to the blue moon, it's the energy behind it that is rare, where we are being encouraged to move in our life. And so this one feels like very special. We have the Centaur, the archer of the zodiac, a mutable fire sign. So, anyways, it's going to be one of those evenings, I think. If you're here for the live and you'd like me to pull some cards for you, please do comment in the live stream. We'll be working with the Dragon Oracle for the intuitive pulls. What's going to happen first, I'm going to pull some cards for all of us because we won't be live again until after the full moon. So, hey, Angela, welcome, sis. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our dream to break free in its unique and wonderful way at this time. So, how's it going? It is April the 29th of 2026, day 148. And so, as you know, while it's Saturday in my world, happy Friday to all of you. May 31st is our full moon. Okay, so, as this is Saturday in my world, so many of you know I come home from work Thursday night and I do my laundry and get that out of the way so that the weekend is kind of clear. No real things to do, chores, things that need to get done. And so last night, I get down to the laundry room, and on washing machine number 3, we've got this little cutie sitting there. And, I'm like, okay, she's cute. That looks like the divine feminine energy there. She's like really kind of feeling into, she's in her essence, right? She's living her dream, and her dream awakens easily for her. These are the messages I get when I see what I saw, this image. And so then I left it there. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe some child left their thing there. And I didn't feel like it was to pick it up. And so then I went back and everything went into the dryers. And yeah, she does look like she's in her power, right? This is the divine feminine. It was what really came out was Empress energy when I got this. I'm like, oh, wow, thank you guys. And it was on washing machine number 3. So there's something about that. And currently there's 3 live viewers and 1 thumbs up, 13, my number for the divine feminine. So this feels very auspicious. So I only had seen the front of this card. Okay. Beautiful. We've just shared all these beautiful feelings and words that have come out from my connection with the card. So when I went back and I actually picked the card up off of the washing machine, check out what's on the back. One of the most evil logos on the planet. And then look what it says, K-pop demon hunters. What the actual heck is a K-pop demon hunter? Maybe the message was, as the emperors and empress, we've slayed our demons, right? We've slayed our demons. And we are no longer sitting in a position, we're in the position of the empress, male or female. The empress is in their power. The empress is magnetic. She's the embodiment of all the queens. She is the queen of queens. That's interesting because last week, didn't I receive the message, the king of kings? And here we have the queen of queens, this counterpart energy. And as what I'm feeling right now is that as the individual slays the demons within, then the true season of love eternal begins, because love eternal wins. And we are down here on this planetary realm slaying demons. Ronald McDonald, Rotten Ronnies. What do they say? 2 point something billion served. Where's all the McDonald's farms for all that meat that they're serving worldwide? What are they serving? I just heard the perpetual lie that something is found on the outside. And Ronald McDonald, he's a clown. Remember all those characters? When I grew up, they had a lot of McDonald's playhouses and stuff like this. Kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy as I say it right now, Ronald McDonald Playhouse. And it's like they had all these characters, Grimace, and well, maybe I just remember Grimace because he was purple. But yeah, I find Rotten Ronnie's completely. I worked at McDonald's. It was one of my first jobs at a drive-through window on Bamberg Circle. Oh, it was horrifying. I was in high school, and my mom said I needed to get a job, and so yeah, I worked at the drive-through window. And anyways, and apparently they're a great company for children to work for and stuff like this. And yet those of us here, we see the deeper, the more, let's say, honestly, the more nefarious we see the more nefarious side of life, because we have had to elevate and rise out of that energy in our own experience. And so again, we look wackadoodle to the crackadoodles. I thought it was such a polarized energy, seeing this on the front of the card. And, as we're looking at this now, it's kind of like that balloon that I found earlier in the week, the translucent balloon with all the iridescent colors on them. And this is like one, I just want to say to those of you receiving this message, again, if you're receiving this real time, it's so important that we stay focused and really harness these energies of what is our deep desire on the inside, the solar fire that wants to rise, that wants to light up our life. And, and so I just want to say also, whenever you're receiving this, there is energy here for you in this moment to also harness, to go for it, because we are all being propelled. Everything we've been working towards, everything that has felt like, the grit in the oyster shell, the pressure that we felt, the walls closing in, all of it, every single thing has been for purpose. Our purpose, our unique soul's purpose. We're all souls, and we're all unique and individual, just like the snowflake, just like the leaves on the tree, just like everything. Everything has its unique imprint of the divine on the inside that encourages the individual. We're talking in terms of humans because we are human, to shine. And, on the backside of life, I can guarantee you I'm going to shine my way right through the remainder of my days. And yet, there is so much nefarious at play. Netflix. Let's go back to the rabbit ears, the bunny ears on televisions, and really get back into community living, knowing what's going on in the community. Who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Who are the people in your neighborhood? They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. And, we really ought to come back to this. If you're a hockey fan, you will have heard by now. I just heard it today. Claude Lemieux, tragically, I feel like crying in the moment because tragically took his own life. And, my son's in the province of Quebec, where I guess he opened up a game a few days ago, Monday or Tuesday or something. He was there holding a torch for the opening of game 3 or something. And, let us show one another we care. Let us check up on people. I guess that's the point of all of this. We're not meant to suffer alone. And those of us who have suffered understand what it is to suffer. And thereby we can offer comfort, a loving ear, a loving touch, a loving glance, a loving thought. The world needs us so much. And suicide, it's not a natural way of the soul. It's I think it's in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. It says God abhors suicide. And we can commit suicide in our own lives by simply not living, right? By popping a cork and drinking, chugging it back, and doing all of that over and over again. That's a slow, insidious form of taking ourselves out of the game of life in not a good way. And you and I have worked too hard in our own life. Like, we've elevated. We were perhaps on that path of, I wonder I've often wondered what propels someone in that direction. Because, I've had many low. How low can you go? Well, if I'm not limboing, I can go pretty low. But, I never consciously imagined or thought that I would take my own life. And thank goodness I never did. And, yet the behaviors, the things I was doing could have very easily. And I've said it to y'all here before. Like, there was a morning about 5 March of 2021. I woke up that morning and I know without a fact that I am very, very lucky to be alive. I know my life was saved that night by angels, by God. And I know that because it was, I know that the fact I'm here means that I am held very, very, very dear, very close to God. We all are. And, as a result, I intend to go through the remainder of my days as a diligent, willing servant, honoring the contracts that I've had. I feel that I've honored all of the contracts I've had. And now it's about the covenant, the sacred contract, the one that leads to soul fulfillment, the one that we've been built for it. Oh, Angela, I'm going to read some of these comments. So yeah, that's a lot off of a little card that I found on washing machine number 3 at about 12:15 last night. or 12:15 this morning, I guess. And I brought it in because, I did pick it up, and then I'm like, that's so evil on the back, so much darkness on the back. So that's wiggity whack. So it's been sitting on my table since I brought it into the apartment with this crystal on top of it to alchemize. And that's what you and I have done. We have alchemized. So let's look at these questions. Mickey D's totally creepy. Yeah, now. Yeah, Rotten Ronnie's. Rotten Ronnie's. I want to know what the 2.5 billion served. 2.5 billion served. What is that? I won't go down that rabbit hole with all of you here, but if you know, you know. We're no cannibal Lecter. Perhaps we are unintentional cannibals. That's pretty wicked now, isn't it? Yeah, Mr. Rogers, a lot of synchronicities this week. Yeah, this week has been a really interesting week, and it's just about letting it all go. There's nothing, uh, it really feels like there's nothing more to do except to settle in to the current beautiful view. Mr. Rogers, very sad to hear that. Yeah, I think he was Claude Lemieux. I think he was a 4-time Stanley Cup champion. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it would appear the man had it all. And yet something in his beautiful heart, just, I don't want to talk too much about it because I think suicide is so sad. And I've always felt that there's almost like an instantaneous realization of that. And that's sad. Well, Angela, I trust you don't feel that way today, sister. And there's always something to live for, and you are loved and adored in this space. And the space would not be the same. This planet would not be the same without you and your beautiful face and your gifts. And I really am hearing the message now. It's up to you to accept the grace that has been presented to you in your life. Oh my gosh, Zach is in the house. I didn't summon you tonight, Zach, but thank you for being here. And I'm really glad you weren't successful, Angela. So, so glad. And, I feel maybe, I'll be honest. Hey, I was an alcoholic, right? Like deep depression, deep trauma. I understand those feelings deeply. And I understand those feelings of being alone. And yet it was during all those times that God was so close. God and the angels and, our depression is a call for deep rest. When we break that word down, it's a call for deep rest. And the deep rest encourages us to invest in ourselves. Rex and I had a nap this afternoon. I got up. We got up at about 9:30, walked until about 11:30, came home, had my coffee, and I'm like, oh, I'm pooped. I think I'm going to just lay down on the couch here. And I guess it was about 2 o'clock. I closed my eyes and woke up at about, I don't know, 5, close to 5. And I'm like, oh, I got to do my live. I want to do my live. And so let's see what Zach has to say. Thought about many, many times, and still do. Well, I pray you never do it, Zach, ever. God abhors suicide. And I guess suicide is like giving up on ourselves on the inside. And we're adults. All of us in this room, all of us here are adults. And it's up to us. Each of us as the adult has a child that lives within us. The child that has a dream. The child that has a dream that came from God. Yeah, you guys, I feel like, can I just be completely honest here, with this, some of the comments here? You will come back. And yet, that's kind of a whack statement to say, oh, well, we'll just come back. So you're going to just throw away your precious life, a life in which you are called to take flight. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. That's why you resonate with me. You are held dear. God loves you so much. And these ideas that, suicide, well, suicide and then I'll just come back. You will, but do you know how traumatic that is to the soul? Do you know how much recovery takes place on the other side for that soul that chose suicide in this life? Please reconsider if these are thoughts that you're having in your head and they're continual thoughts. Perhaps it's time for some professional intervention. If you don't have the strength and willingness and the ability to lift yourself up out of these dark, dark spaces where you're having such those are insane thoughts, to be having such thoughts, perhaps there is need for intervention. I mean, I would call on divine intervention. That's how I've arrived here alive and thriving and truly joy happy. Um and yet we're here. Those of you here connected to me, you've learned a lot of soul lessons. And it wasn't your role to come into this lifetime and take yourself out. It was your role in this lifetime to bring yourself back into the game, clear all the pain, let go of the shame that others placed upon you. And if anybody is feeling, anyone receiving this message, and currently because I have Angela and Zach here real time, reach out to me. Don't be afraid. Reach out to me. I would be devastated if that was your choice. So please, my goodness, guys. I should maybe, perhaps it was a good thing to bring up Claude Lemieux here, because I never imagined that there would be people in my midst that would be having such thoughts. It hurts my heart, honestly. I'm just going to go get a Kleenex for a sec. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to pull it together. Please, Angela, Zach, if you're ever having any of those wiggity whack thoughts and you think that there's no one that cares for you, I care for you. Kiva cares for you. All of us here care for you. And reach out, please. No, I'm in your life here and now. And now I'm going to blow my nose. I hope I don't. Just a second, got to let Rex in. Oh. Come on in. Come on in, sweetheart. Good boy. We're going to go soon. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's been an interesting start. And yet I feel like it's an important, I guess these are important conversations to have. You're not alone. Claude Lemieux wasn't alone. And we're here to hone our spiritual skills. We are here to take personal responsibility. Those of us here, we've been told we're advanced souls. It's really important. And as advanced souls, no doubt we feel life more deeply than the average sleeper, right? And yet all are sacred wisdom keepers. Zach, you've got purpose. Your purpose is to support the feminine to rise, and your purpose is to support yourself to rise. How's that canvas going, Zach? Last week you were told you had a blank canvas, and you had shared with us that you started painting again. How's that going? We do need each other. And what has taken place just in my lifetime has just, like, back to the song, who are the people in your neighborhood? Do we know the people in our neighborhood? Are we checking on the people? Not many people are checking on the people. That just made me think, if we used to do this thing. Did you guys do this when you were children? Here is the church and here is the steeple. I'm open the door and see all the people. We don't hear church bells. We don't have to go into a church with a steeple. We can imagine that the earth is the church. The earth is the temple, and our body is the temple body on top of the earth. And we are not sheeple. And that's perhaps why some have the darker thoughts. These are entity attachments. I'm going to just say it. It's energetic entity attachments. And with your strong connection to source, because there is no doubt, if you connect and resonate with me, you have an intimate and close connection direct to source, God, loving and kind, who wants to elevate us, of course, so that we can. I just heard sacred recourse. Sacred recourse. Yeah, I love you guys too. Geez. Well, thank God for angels like you. What you see in me, what you see about me, like me or like me, love me or dislike me, what you see, what you like, what you love, what you dislike, it's just a reflection of you. We're all mirrors, and I am the mirror to reflect that wishes and dreams come true when we show up for ourselves, when we never give up on ourselves. And in order to never give up, we must start investing in ourselves. And many of us here have kept ourselves undercover. We didn't want to be discovered as magical, or the people around us didn't want us to be discovered as magical. And now we're on our unicorn. We're members of the Pink Unicorn Club. Remember? Found this little cutie about 3 weeks ago? The Pink Unicorn Club. We are those. We are those members of society. We are those people who have come to support the rise of the most divine timeline. I hope you all stay in touch. And somebody mentioned to me the other day, oh, your email, they couldn't find my contact. You were right. I don't know. It wasn't there. Anyways, my email address is now in the description. And it's always in the description box below the videos. So please, anyone, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And if you would like me to pick up the phone and call you, talk with you one-on-one instead of via email, please send me your number. I'll do it. We'll do it. We'll make a date. We'll talk. We'll get through it. Good. I'm glad you're all exchanging each other's messages. My email is in the description box of each video, and it's also in the about page here. Hi, Sierra. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Just send me your number. My information's all here. You should be able to find me now. Either way, my email address is my name, lisalyle, number 11 at gmail.com. My name, lisalyle, all lowercase, number 11 at gmail.com. That's how you can reach me by email, and we'll take it from there. Good. Okay, we're all connected. We got through that. Let me put some balm on my lips here because I'm parched. What else is new? So how's everyone feeling after all of that? We are 29 minutes in, and hopefully something here has helped that's been shared in the first 29 minutes has helped you to, I'm glad you're real. Yeah, hope. And what is hope? Helping our purpose evolve, helping other people every day. Hey, I was a little, I was a raging alcoholic by the age of, I don't know, 14. No, 15. And anyways, when I finally decided to sober up, or was guided to, it was because life was like, same things were happening, different people, same shit was happening. And what was the common denominator? It was me. That's a tough little pill to swallow, a jagged little pill, as Atlanta's saying. And at the end of the day, I went to AA. That's what I knew. I've been around the AA program since I was 9. My father's been sober since 1979. And I was just a wee child of 9 at that time. And so I knew where to go. I just never wanted to go. I didn't want to end up in church basements with a bunch of old people, right? And it was the best thing that I ever did when I landed there in 94. And, one of the things that helped me so much to get out of my own, self centered ways, because they say that ism, alcoholism, insecure, selfish me. Oh, that was a tough little pill to swallow, too, right? And the only way that this selfish little the world revolved around her individual was able to move beyond the isms, if you will, was to be of service, to help another. And sometimes just showing up. I used to show up early. I was uh, in it. AA really helped me to wake up more spiritually. And that was service, was my way. And I was in there and, setting up meetings, making coffee, staying late, clearing meetings, like, and then the circuit, going around and sharing the story. And, there was one time they have in Ontario a regional conference every year. And 2004, Sobriety and More, 2004. I was the voice of the conference here in Ontario that year, down at the Royal York. And so, service is one way to help us get out of ourselves, to help us get out of our funk. So, finding someone else that we can support, right? Like the buddy system. Remember when you're young in school, the buddy system, supporting each other, and the older readers would read to the new readers and help them to learn and develop and grow. So sometimes that's what's important for people like us, because we have such beautiful hearts, that service really is what we're here for. We really have a keen sense. We're spiritually attuned, and likely have been spiritually attuned since the days of the little boys and girls, where, as a little shit, we just had great imaginations, right? We were making forts, we were putting on plays, we, did life our own way. And it was more fun until it wasn't. And we can't live in the point of until it wasn't, because now, I'm sure we're more than a dozen or a few dozen years older than we were back then. Yes, very true, Lisa. My mom told me that at a young age. I'm kind of in the moment, so I'm glad whatever I said, it was something your mom said too. Kiva says, I'm very glad I'm here. Life is incredibly challenging. You're in a good place, yet alone a lot. So I'd love to connect with anyone here. Yeah, let's do it. Like, connect, exchange numbers, reach out. And, this is my offering. I just come and share my humanness, my divine humanness with all of you. And, I'm so grateful for all of it, really. And I'm grateful to have rediscovered my own majesty in my life. I forgot for a while, and it wasn't pretty. Uh, no, but here we are. And so Yeah, Zach, we want real around here. We don't do fake much around here. We're the real deal, right? So you're the sacred seal. I just split the deck here. So let's see what this bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, cooperation, and expand your causal chakra. So, the causal chakra, we are all connected through the causal body of God. The causal, like, so I think that this is perfect in light of what we've been really sharing about here since we've been live today. I feel like this is so perfect. And so, and it's funny because we got that and I saved this card. I put all the cards away. The only two cards I kept on the table today were Kuan Yin and the Golden Christed Dragon. So, Kuan Yin is very close to all of us. Kuan Yin teaches us to be compassionate with ourselves. She is the Bodhisattva of compassion, and her manifesto is, if you will, is no soul left behind. No soul left behind. I have a very close and personal relationship with Kuan Yin, and it's made itself clearly evident in this most recent week. And I received a message. First contact, really, conscious contact came through a vision in 2013. And so that was 13 years ago that Kuan Yin came into my experience. And I was rather shocked because I'm like, I'm such a compassionate heart out there in the world. I'm so compassionate to others. Like, what are you doing here? Kind of was my attitude. And immediately the response was, I'm here for you. You may be compassionate in the world, girl, but you're not very compassionate with yourself. And she wasn't wrong. So she wasn't wrong at all. And then this was on the bottom. Helps you to help animals, serve animals, heal, respect, and understand. And I'm also feeling this in the reverse as well, as the animals support you, support your healing, support. It's like this beautiful balanced energy. So I think that's all I'm going to. Oh my gosh. Guys and gals, brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Everything's available to us. We're no longer stymied by the mind. We are aligned to the divine on the inside. So let's just pull a couple of cards here for all of us, and then I'll get to pulling cards for all of you. So please do. Goddess Isis. Nice. I love Isis. Isis came to me as well in 2012 is when Isis arrived in my experience. And actually, many of us here aligned at that time in 2012. And the Divine Feminine was pissed. Actually, Isis came in 8/8/2012 on the Lion's Gate was the first conscious contact I received from Isis. And it was here. It was shared here on this channel. And if not on the channel, it was certainly in the moon circles. There were a lot of moon healing events that were going on at the time that I was facilitating, and Isis came through. And we received the message at that time that karma had been cleared. We were given a clean karmic slate. We were given a clean karmic slate. And I feel like a lot of people at that time, look what came back out. Look what came back out. The Dark Angel. This was our thing last Friday night. The Dark Angel. We're the Dark Angel. We're the dark horse. And we're not in the race. We're the dark horse who came to purify, to align with our path most divine. And because of our ability to rise and shine from the depths of deep, dark despair, feeling like nobody cared. And yet, loving spirit, loving source, our angels were always there, reminding us or encouraging us to keep going, keep showing up for yourself, let that go. But the human doesn't want to let go, even of the stuff that's painful, which is insane. We are the creators and we are the perpetuators of our own pain when we choose to stay the same. We can change at any time we want. We can change our thoughts, our mind. We can change our clothes. We can change our hair. What we can't change, though, is the soul that lives in there, the soul that wants to be seen, that wants to express itself. This is why I feel the natal charts are so important for all the children who are sacred works of art, because it shows us the way, it leads us the way through healing and play. These are the scholars, these are the leaders and teachers the world needs so desperately. Me and you and me. Co-creative harmony, living in peace, honoring these monitoring spirits. I've had enough of the monitoring spirits. I see them before they even get into my field now. It's like, buzz off. I'm not interested. And yeah. So, oh, so we got the dark angel here. And then on the bottom of this deck, it's the same deck. Oh, is it the same deck? Yes, it's the same deck. OMG. This was on the bottom. 2012. You're here now. That's all that matters, Kiva. 2012 was a horrific time. The timeline we've moved through since 2012 to now, holy fuck. Excuse my language. It's the only time I'm going to say it tonight. But seriously, OMG. And we have shifted. All of us have shifted. And even if you're just landing here now, you've been honoring your sacred vision. You didn't just land here now. You've been here a while. You've been sacred, stable ground for a while. You may have felt like shaky ground. I know I certainly did. Not so much today. Why? Because I play more and I rest more. I'm just like a child. I go, oh, all right. That reminds me. So when Rex and I were on our walk this morning, we were down by one of these schools and it had a daycare. It must have a daycare in the school. And so these children were all outside, and I would say that they're all under 3. And they all, a couple of them spotted the dog, and then the teachers were like, oh, a doggy. So we went to the fence, of course, and then all these little children, there must have been like 10 of them, lined up at the fence, and they're like, doggy, doggy. And we're like, yeah, and the teachers were saying, don't put your hands there, but they were all there. And Rex was like being sweet and stuff. And this one little girl comes up to me and she hands me a dandelion through the fence. And I'm like, oh my gosh, a beautiful flower for me. Thank you so much. And I put it in my, I was wearing a ball cap today, and I put it in my ear. And I was like, thank you so much. Does it look nice? And they're all like, yeah. And then she puts her hand back through. And I'm like, the flower? And she's like, yeah. So I took it out of my ear and I passed it back through the fence. I guess I gave her an idea. So I guess, it was a really beautiful little interaction. And, this is what it's all about. It's these little interactions. And earlier in the walk, prior to that, just as we were starting out on the walk, because we have a school just down the street here too, like not even a block away. We're walking past the school on the opposite side of the street. And I guess, there was a mother. I've seen her in the neighborhood a lot. She has a lot of children, at least a handful of them. And this boy looked to be somewhere between grade 6 and 8. And she must have got a call from the school. Again, this is just at 9:30. And it was horrible. I wanted to cry. It was terrible. The way that she was speaking to her child, like yelling at him, using the F word at him. I don't effing care. I don't effing want to see your face. Now you're home suspended for 2 days or whatever. I want you the F in your room and blah, 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 blah. Like it was terrible. I thought she was going to hit him. I stopped and watched, and I can't help myself some way sometimes. And I did say, that's a terrible way to speak to your child, and to do it in public. Like there were people on the street. This boy, I felt so bad for him. And after I called across the street and said, that's a terrible way to speak to your child, she didn't say anything. He looked at me, and then they crossed the street. They live somewhere here close by. And they crossed the street, and he kept looking at me. And I stood there and I looked at him, and I really just wanted to hug that little boy. We don't understand. And those of us who have lived through similar experiences, and I think this channel started in 2012. Yeah, anyways, it's so important how she speaks to her child, because imagine how she speaks to herself. I mean, it's all these perpetual cycles of, like Zach saying, child abuse, the cycles. I mean, I no doubt was a child who was spoken to like that in public. And I'm not saying by my mother. So I'm just saying I've had similar experiences. And what does that do to the child? The child shrinks inside. The child dies a little bit inside, right? The child learns about fright, to be afraid something's not right about me. What's wrong with me? How could I be so stupid? How could I be so useless? None of it's true. And so, as parents, this is what we're here for, whether we have children or not. As adults, we parented our child back to righteousness by trusting the plan, by the process of death and rebirth over and over and over again. I've already mentioned the number 13 here tonight, and here it is with the father energy, the masculine energy. This is like God to me. This is how I see God. He's like this, and God's not a he anyways. This is a visual of a masculine God, and this is a powerful visual of a loving energy. Look at that. All heart. Beautiful, beautiful, all heart. I mean, I love how the beard and the hair are almost kind of pink. It's the pink of unconditional love. It's the soul love. And the hands. We had the card this week, benediction. The hands reaching out. Our hands are healing hands. Our hands are not meant to cause harm. Yeah, it was a terrible, I didn't like seeing that. And I really felt for that little young man. He wasn't a little boy. Well, I mean, like I said, he was somewhere between grade 6 and 8. And he obviously did something, right? Like he did something wrong. And that's, again, I guess this comes with growing ourselves up and maturity. We find better ways to communicate, because I'm sure that mom is feeling guilty too for how she spoke to her child. Or eventually she will. One day she will. Because those aren't good feelings. And there's better ways to teach our children about cause and effect, choice and consequence. Right? And until, this is why it's so important for folks like you and I to keep going on the inside, because nothing's going to change overnight. No government, no agency, nothing is going to change anything for us. We are the change. And as we change and move beyond the insane, then we can come out and share how we got out of the pain, how we made spiritual gains. That's what we're here for. We're not here for the gains in the stock market. Plus, if you're living in Canada, we're in a recession. Told ya. Or we're on our way. Something's in the news today. I don't know. We're bankrupt. This country's bankrupt. Generations, if it stays this way, generations of Canadians are born into debt. And yet, let's not even talk about that, because we are the ones who are here to spiritually reinvent. We've invested in ourselves. We've re-spiritualized the matter, and we are clearing away this demonic bullshit, this debted energy. Indebted to who? Indebted to who? We're the empress. We're in our power. We're the kings of kings and the queens of queens. Who are you indebted to? The Luciferian agenda that has been served to you. Break through, break free into your unique and beautiful harmony of the soul. All these humans that want to be the same, boring and fake. Boring and fake. Be authentic. You are AI. I heard that at our work. I told you things are at work or have gone downhill. And then I heard yesterday that the guy at the top apparently used AI to help him figure out what to do when they were renegotiating a contract, telling them what you needed. Like, human engagement, please. We're the authentic intelligence. AI doesn't know anything. It's just like the fact checkers that showed up. Did you ever see any of those fact checkers? Those fact checkers? Ridiculous. They look like lunatics. Who were these people? When they came up with fake news, all of this kind of stuff, we're the good news. And so when we align, when we focus on the inside, on our path of responsibility as the key of light, required to make choices and decisions so that we can clear the cycle. The cosmic heart of Christ, living our heart's delight. If you're catching this, we're having our Sagittarius blue moon. It's a micro moon, so it's going to appear further away. It may appear further away. If you've been clearing the slate, if you've been doing the work, there is a tremendous amount of excited energy at play. The archer, setting our sights on our heart's desire. Jupiter, Jupiter has been at play for a year. Jupiter, expansion, good fortune, divine truth, spiritual roots. We are the ones here to heal ourselves, heal our hearts, make the breakthroughs, make the breakfrees, and then come and share the good news that others can do it too. And this is how we grow communities. And this is how we grow integrally, sustainably, all these key words that the dumbos like to use, those evil ones. And everyone's like, oh yeah, inclusivity? Inclusivity at the exclusion of what? Yeah. Well, that child will likely, perhaps that little boy that I saw today, and we made contact. He knew I felt him. I felt his heart, and he felt my heart, and we were much further than 6 feet apart. That young man will be the one who breaks the chains. that young man will remember that woman who showed some care for him in a moment that was incredibly insulting. I was embarrassed for mom, for him. I know how he felt. Sadly, even some teachers shame and damage children. Well, many of the teachers now here in Canada, anyways, not all of them, but a lot of them who are going along with this agenda and the sexualization of the human rights and stuff like this, they're damaged. They're damaged children teaching children, right? And so this is why it's important for us, Gen X marks the spot, our beautiful, beautiful heart. It's so important for us to rise up and share our hearts so the damage stops. I had a lot of there were teachers out there. I had a couple teachers that said silly things, like the one when I said they're like, what do you want to be or whatever, and I was like, oh, a wife and a mother. Oh, that's not very ambitious, Lisa. I remember that guy. I don't remember his name though, so it wasn't really that important, although it did stick with me. I did have a one teacher in particular show me a lot of care, and she's made a mark on my heart. She's always been there. I had her in grade 3, grade 6, and grade 8, Mrs. Janet Quades. And I had the opportunity. I met her later in life. After I had my son, I worked for. I was a team leader for Weight Watchers. I gained 60 pounds when I was pregnant. I was like, my son was. You would have thought I had a 12-pound baby. No, I didn't. He was under 6 pounds, or 6'5", actually 6'5". So Miss Quades made a tremendous mark on my heart. She was a teacher, although she was mean. She used to make us do 20 times 20, and she did all these things, even put gum on your nose. If you were chewing it in class, you had to walk around. If she caught you, you had to put it on your nose, wear it on your nose, which I guess is kind of like a shaming thing, right? And yet she's the one teacher that I knew cared about me, that I knew really cared about little Lisa. She's the one that started calling me little lisalyle. And then the children made up some other thing to go with the rest of it. It was like a little poem. They said it was ridiculous. I didn't like school much either. I was too distracted with other things, like what was going on at home. How can children focus in school when the home life is imploding? When the family is imploding, there's no sense of stability and security and safety and reassurance and love in that space. How can a child go to school and focus? Well, the answer is they can't. And then, so they're put in schools, and we get all these diagnoses now. Everybody's got something. Everyone wants their child to have a label. Well, I didn't. The school wanted me to, and I didn't. I am not. We're not going down this path. So tell me what I can do without having my child labeled to give the child my support that he needs in the rooms of the school. And that's the way we went. And that's how I advocated for my child. We don't have to label, but everybody wants labels because you get more support. You get more handouts from the government or whatever it may be. Let us be the people in the neighborhood that show the love and support to the other people in the neighborhood. And let's shift this. We are the script flippers. We're done with the bullshit. And yet we had to get over our own bullshit. The human soon becomes obsolete, as if their lives weren't had enough to strive, but their program will transfer over here too. I feel like it's the humans that are coming back online. What's going to come obsolete is like this idea, everything that has been built, all the cell towers, all the changes in my lifetime, the lights and stuff like this. It's like, it separates us from source. It separates us from God. It separates us from our heart. Why do we have no church bells anymore ringing, people? Why? Why do the church bells not ring anymore? Imagine those big church bells and the power that they have, that vibration, that sound over the community. We don't have church bells anymore. We have cell towers now. So how do people feel? They don't feel good. Just a sec. They don't feel good with all this artificial input into the space. Sorry, there was just a guy standing outside of my fence, like listening. I mean, he could stand there and listen, but it just feels kind of weird, right? Like, um, why do the bells not ring? Why are there not church bells that ring? And you may say, well, church bells ring in my town. You're lucky. Go lay on the ground when the church bells are ringing. Ground down. Yeah, they just want sirens, and we're going to test the emergency broadcast system, and we're going to test, they'll put something. No, they just put up cell towers, which is interference to the sacred that's so near us. And, they don't want the clearance. Yeah, the agenda is AI, but when you're working with humans, you can't guide humans by AI. Humans people are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Right? People need people. Instead, the people have become the sheeple to their detriment. To their detriment. Look around. How much of your life, your rights, have you lost to some government, to some agenda that's been at play? And, it's time to start, again, stepping into the role of our heart, our purpose in this lifetime, which is spiritual. And our purpose in this lifetime is in service to a love that lives beyond this lifetime, a love that is eternal. What goes around comes around. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-la. Here we go, loop-de-loo. All on a Saturday night. It's my Saturday. Right? And we are here for sacred play. And sacred play takes place when we arrive back at the purity of the heart, the solid, stable building block, the child's pure heart. And the child's imagination wasn't lying to them. It was everything outside of them that's been lying to them, taking their power away. They didn't want children to fly again. They didn't want children to talk about unicorns and ride on the back of dragons, playing, co-creating, incredibly powerful. All the children are fed. All the children are loved. All the children know that they are meant to experience simply being, divine majesty. Bells awaken. And that's after the Second World War. They changed the frequency of all the music from 432 hertz. They bastardized it to what, 443 or something like that? 432 hertz. Harmonic convergence is what I just heard. Sacred resurgence. So urgent. Urgent. Who's that, Zach? It's urgent. This love could be, it's urgent. What's urgent is that you allow the resurgence of love to rise and support from within you, to support your rise. Yeah, the daily walk feed. What? So spiritual walk and talk, Lisa and her dog. Foreigner. Oh, thank you, Zach. I knew you'd know it. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a little, 3-minute blurb. I can't because my phone is, like I said, I don't know what number phone I have. But I could do a live on our walks. I could do that, the sunset walk or something, but it wouldn't be able to be long. It would just be like a little spiritual short. There's so many things. I just, again, I'm good at the things I'm good at. And then I just don't, I'd like to be able to share more. I just, I guess, have that skill set so much. Uh, yeah. All right. Spiritual walk and talk. It'll be like a 3 minute spiritual short, a spiritual short. Um, yeah, the whole AI agenda. There's a lot of talk about it. The thing is though, in the like we are in a new cycle, right? Let's back to the planetary stuff. We're in a tremendous new cycle. So yeah, there's stuff rolling out here. Yet the cycle is on the side of humanity. The cycle is on the side of the spiritual rise. The the shift, the cycle is on the side of humans divine, HUE. So all of this stuff that they're trying to push is literally backfiring. It will blow up in their face. And we are just meant to continue to walk through at our, enveloped in grace as the vessel of love, sharing and encouraging others to wake up and rise. And it's happening. It's happening. And there will be humans that want to be obsolete. There will be humans that go along with these ideas of the nefarious ones who promote these ideas and try to inject them and push them into society. There will be those souls who are just overwrought with entity attachments that will fall for it, go for it. They'll take themselves out. They'll take maids. They'll do whatever. They'll play the game. They're insane. They'll change. They'll do whatever, and that is okay for them. That's not our concern. Our concern is what we are here for. What we are here for is our peace, our contentment, our love, our understanding, our dreams. And the more that we, positive or negative energy just simply multiply. And I feel like the positive energy is multiplying times the divine right now. And yeah, so this authentic authority or authentic intelligence, authentic authority, maybe that's important. I'm an authentic authority in my life, and perhaps I'm an authentic authority here. Who knows? Bell's awakening. You should do a live on my walks. Yes. He thinks the bell is tolling for him. Yeah. For whom? For urgent. Yeah, that would be awesome, Lisa. Lisa live walking in nature. We could do that. Maybe I do it live, but then like maybe I do it while I'm walking and then like record it and then share it. You almost need a stick and all that. What I used to do is I had a laptop that I used to take with me to the lake all the time. And I would do a lot of pre-recorded things and sometimes lives there, like sunrise ceremonies and stuff like this. And then the that computer needed a new battery. I got the new battery for it last year. You may remember I said, "Oh, we're going to be I'm going to be taking you on location more." I've got the computer back. It's got the battery. And then because the computer's it's a MacBook or whatever, because I guess it's got an old operating system. It was Frank's. And I think it's a nice one, but I guess the operating system is out of date. So I'm not, again, I don't have certain skills when it comes to technology and stuff. So I give up on it because I'm like, I can't. It's frustrating. Like I'll get the battery in it and this kind of stuff. But now you're talking operating systems and this shit. I can't deal with it. So it wouldn't load up Brave as my browser and allow me to connect to the internet anymore. So that's why I haven't gone live there. Oh, you want it real time, like an interactive live. Okay. So yeah, I'd almost kind of need like my phone on a little thing and we could be walking and talking like that. Oh, I'll surprise you one day. We'll go live from live in nature with Lisa Diane Lyle. Sitting on the dock of the bay. No, sitting down by the river. Is it down by the water? Anyways, yeah, we'll do it. All right, we'll do it. You got to get an extension wand for your phone, but yes, can be frustrating. Just test it out. I will. I'll figure something out. I have a lot of camera equipment and stuff. I just, again, I don't, um, I like someone to tell me, direct me what to do. Set it up for me. I'm like, set it up and I'll do this. But someone work the back end for me because I can't figure it out. That's why we've been stationary here in my apartment for a year. Okay, so who would like some cards? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And again, the Merkabah spiritual protection. Okay, so my Merkabah's outside. I was guided to put the crystals on the table here outside last night. That's one thing you can do working with this moon is to put some of your crystals outside. Put them outside on the ground to take in the energy of this moon. I've got some of mine outside. A lot are in my window sills. I don't feel comfortable taking all of my crystals outside in this current space. If I had the appropriate space, every single crystal I own would be outside resting on Mother Gaia starting today for the next 3 nights. So if you have crystals that, in your home space, I would strongly encourage you, and you have the ability to take them outside and leave them outside and they'll be safe and unbothered for 3 days, I would do it beginning today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Okay, so that will be nice. I'm leaving those ones from the table out for 3 days. I'll bring them in Monday. But I've got my zero gravity chair on top of them, so hopefully no one sees them. And I don't think anyone would come and take them anyway. So, but all of them, if I put all of my crystals outside, people might think it was a giveaway. What is she having, a crystal sale? Are they free for the taking? So I'd rather just keep those ones outside, and I may put a few more out there tonight. So I'm just going to pull another card here. It looks like 2 more for all of us. Oh, okay. The first one out is romantic love, romancing the stone. I always say that. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with reflection of a conscious lover. Okay, well, let's just say you're the conscious lover, right? Because romantic love, as I have come to understand, everything begins with ourself, right? So it's the investment in ourself that allows us perhaps to magnetize in as the empress, as the emperor. Well, the emperor is meant to move. The emperor is the masculine energy, the movement. The empress magnetizes. So this really just feels like you becoming the conscious lover, us becoming the conscious lover. And when we do that, we radiate that energy out. And as a result, it's this whole, energy of harmonics, alignment, right? And I'm really feeling, I can't even think I can do my hands. Oh, maybe do my hands that way because I was feeling like DNA. I was going like this. You saw it, right? But I was really feeling it like up and down, the alignment of DNA from the inside. And it feels like this is what we've realized. We've realized that we have aligned with the highest timeline. And okay, maybe this is romantic love for some of us. Maybe, just maybe. You never know. You never know. Ultimately, it's the realization of who we are on the inside. And we are the starlight born to rise. We are the star that fell to the earth. Actually, we didn't fall to the earth. We came into this lifetime through the womb of our mother. And we came here into this lifetime as the sacred lover. And through the journey that we've experienced, we have had to rediscover that we are the sacred lover and we are worthy of a beautiful love story. And for some of us, that's been the whole purpose of all the gory, is the return to glory through the emotional healing and the purity of heart. That is me and you. And the purity of heart is the solid building block for everything going forward for us. So, realization. And I guess realization has many phases of realization, right? First, we realize we're not happy. We realize life's not going our way. We're not really liking our life very much these days, whenever that was, right? The spiritual awakening. Is this making sense? So I should just go and do shorts. I should just put my little uh, nature shorts up there. Anyway, Zach, I love you for all your encouragement and support. Frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Highest expression of what in the world? Source, soul. And so, as Kiva has requested, we are going to pull a card right now, right in this very moment, for our beautiful sister, Angela Raven. So here we go. Thank you, Kiva, for those instructions. Brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. That is amazing. Angela Raven, you are not here, sister, to give up on yourself. You are here to make the leap of faith into the life of your dreams, rediscovering your own personal majesty, the true rainbow. Yes, please. The full spectrum of light. It's like you are this beautiful, I'm just seeing like this beautiful piece of stained glass. It's a mosaic. There's no, you're creating the image out of all of those pieces of your soul that were fragmented, that you have brought back home, brought back online. I was seeing something, again, a kaleidoscope, and I believe, Angela, I have seen the kaleidoscope with you before, and it's coming in again right now. And it's almost like you get to, you know, it's like you weren't making up any story. Your story is your story, and your movement through your rise is what you're here to share. God, source, my angels keep saying to me these days, and I've shared it here many times, let us show off for you. We want to spoil you, back to the romantic love energy. And sometimes spirit wants to spoil us, and we're like, oh, we're not even hearing because we're waiting or wanting or hoping that another will come and do that for us. And yet, here now, God says, let me help you. Go run a bath. Go put some essential oils in, light some candles, light an incense. Go place your bare feet on the ground and then come back and get into your nice bath. Close the door. No light. Be enveloped in the warmth of the womb of love. And then after you do that, put something cozy on and maybe go crawl into bed and lay on your back and maybe pick a crystal to put on your head or hold in your hands. And that is the romantic love that we do for ourselves. We follow the clues. Okay. So, Angela, have faith. But, this is like heaven's gate, the floodgate of abundance. After all these storms and the shadowy energy, the gray energy, the gray zone. Oh, the grays are coming. The grays, maybe we're all the grays, right? But we've lived in a world of black and white, and it's the gray, black and white make gray, right? And within the dark, there's the light. And within the light, there's the dark. So we're all things here to harmonize, yin and yang, balance again. Yay! Yay! Angela, more play, sis. More play. Take that leap. I'm going to get you another card here, Angela. Another card. And this is from, what deck is this from? The Secret Language of Light. No, it's not, is it? Let me just see. I think this is your card too. On the bottom of the deck. No, it's not. So it's this one. Yeah, it's from the Secret Language of Light. So the first card was from the dragons. These are the two decks, okay? So, Angela, you are so sensitive to energies. You're so sensitive to energies. And it feels like some days you don't know what's your energy or what's yours. And I'm even speaking about these darker energies that you feel. And yet when we show up in our power, focus first and foremost on serving ourselves. Like 15 is the devil energy, right? Entity attachments. And so I feel like a big message here with you getting this card first brings the leap of joy that opens doors. In order to do that, you really have to honor what you're feeling. And you have to begin to pay attention. Bring the attention within. What feels good, what doesn't feel so good. And not judge it as the human who is home to a soul, the custodian of the soul. Your soul is guiding. Source is guiding, loving and kind. The love guides. Love supports the rise. Fear doesn't. Love lifts us up. Your love will lift you up higher than you've ever been lifted before. You must be willing to close the door to what's back there. Because what is right here in front of you is the energy of adoration. 15, the devil. The only card after 6 that has those the masculine and feminine energies in them. Remember we talked about that last week. If you want to go back to that, I was on that last week about the Magdalene, the Gospel of Mary, and Christ, and Yeshua and Mary, sacred lovers. And 1 through 6, the page is missing. Anyways, you know what I'm saying, Angela. I think you were here. You know what I'm saying. And so here we come to 15, where those lovers appear again. The only other time that they appear in the major arcana. And the sensitivities, it's our choice to get off. It's our choice to break free from those chains. Because in the devil card, the lovers are chained at the devil's feet. Right? They're each in their own chains. And the reality is, We can either drive ourselves insane, or we, the individual, take responsibility for the realization and actualization of our dreams by becoming the perfect student. Well, the eager student, willing to keep learning, willing to keep choosing love, choosing ourselves over and over again. And the more we do it, the more insane we'll look externally. Yet all we have to do is feel within. How do we feel? How do we look? And it's not really, I don't say that from like a vain space. How do we look? Do we look healthy? Do we feel healthy? Do we feel peaceful? Do you feel all those things? And if not, remember that you're the sacred seal, you're the real deal, and it's time to, um, it feels like, remove the thorns that have been placed within you so that your dreams of joy, of love, of peace can break free. You're one of the real ones, Angela. The sacred sisterhood, sisterhood and brotherhood of the rose, the cosmic heart. Right? We had that, didn't we? Where'd those cards go? The cosmic heart. Did I put them back? Trust the plan. The heart transmission. The cosmic heart. As well, what started off that energy was the dark angel energy, right? The dark angel. We have to accept all of what has been the experience. And Angela, I would venture to say you're doing great. I mean, you've got these two really abundant cards here. Let's see what the guidebook message is, just if it's a little short one. It says heightened intuition and compassion. And so as we become more sensitive, it's really important that, as we become more sensitive, our defenses will be dropping. We'll be letting our defenses down, and the sacred guard comes up. And we're the little bird that gets to play in the sacred yard. As the yod of God, the crucible, within the crucible of love, and the finger of God has pointed a blessing in your life. We are the medicine. And I'm just going to hold the guidebook up here tonight so you can screenshot it and get your messages. I'm not really feeling to read. And look at the page number it starts on. 67. Oh my gosh, 67. 13. Death and rebirth energy. And here's the rest of it. Oh, just a sec. I'm sorry. I can't really hear. So, Angela, I hope those messages resonate. Kiva, thank you for requesting that Angela get the first card of the evening. Totally felt so perfect and right. Yes, 13, death and rebirth. I talked about it before as we got into this message tonight. It was all over the place. It's been all over the place. So who's next? Kiva, who's next? Who's next? While you're letting me know who's next, I'm going to pull us all a crystal card here. And yes, as we get more sensitive, thank you for bringing me back to that. As we get more sensitive, it's really important. Again, the question may be, who do we need protection from? Or from what do we need protection? Probably ourselves. When we get too invested in what our thoughts are and stuff, right? So I'm just answering that question. And yet, some of us here are here for a great spiritual purpose. And as a result, we've spoken about it here on this channel quite a bit about the spiritual battle. And sometimes us empaths, us sensitive ones, us highly sensitive people, earth angels, whatever, the mystics, right? The misfits who now remember that they're misfits and they've always fit. Who now remember that they are misfits. We weren't born to fit. We're the mystic. And so it's important that, as much as we work with the light, there's the nefarious energy at play. We touched upon it at the beginning of this live today. I can't believe we're an hour and a half in. We touched upon it at the beginning of the live. And so it's really important for us to know that as we align with source divine, source most high, loving and kind, it's not so much about protection, it's about standing in our power, because we have been protected throughout our life. The fact that I'm sitting here alive is evidence to me, proof to me that I've been protected along the way, because there were times that, I shouldn't be alive today, and yet I am. And so that's where it's when we're in our power, it's like the sacred guard rises. When we let our defenses and guard down and we open to the love that we are on the inside, then, it's like we've got the protection of God. We've got the protection of our angels right here with us. And, some of us like to feel that we're protected. And when we invest in ourselves, that protection fortifies around us, if you will. It's like our force field. Our force field of love is the protection, perhaps the only protection that we need. So, sun got brighter on your phone, did it? It's getting darker in here because the sun's going down. Just here for the wisdom and the stars. You don't have to be a star, baby. Yet some of us are. Imagine that. Did you ever feel like you had an important role to play? You were meant to be somebody? I mean, we already are somebody. And yet, like that, you were meant to do something, leave a legacy. And perhaps all your hardships, perhaps the hardships are what has been, what is the, when we overcome them, when we walk through them, the conquering of the demons, what do we have to be afraid of? Ourselves, our mind, right? And the mind is a tricky place, right? It can be a scary, scary place. And, oh, really? The sun's going down here. Oh, maybe there's some angelic presences with us. And they just want to show themselves to us and show us how powerful we are. And it's always been our beautiful hearts. It's not about how we look, what we wear. It is often about the things that we say and the things that we think. And, we are each meant to live life our unique way. And let our child come out to play so that others can too. I just heard something number 2, so that others can too. So that others can too. Sacred vision number 2. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I do know my gifts are opening up a little bit more though. And it's fun. for all of us. Smoky quartz, more smoky quartz, please. Smoky clears away the negative energy, if you will. A lot of it begins with ourselves. And so if you're just getting, you're just beginning to really, truly, 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 like you want to make the breakthrough free. You want to break free. Citrine, smoky quartz. Smoky quartz will help clear sort of some of the negative thought patterns. Working with these beautiful gifts, these beautiful energies that creator and the mother, like mother, father, God, creator, gifted to all of us to use to our advantage, to our benefit. Crystals. Oh, those things are evil. Those things, that new age, all that new age stuff is evil. It's about the people. We're not the sheeple. Do you feel an evil vibe coming from this live? I don't know. Only you can answer it. I'm here. I'm like waiting. What are they going to say? It doesn't matter what anyone says anymore. It doesn't matter what anyone says anymore, because I know that in the spiritual realms, I'm loved and adored, and perhaps here on the earthly realms too. And yet it's up to each of us to support our authentic self, our unique self, to shine through. Gosh, I'm getting some sun. This is gonna be the summer of hats. I'm wearing more hats. I was incognito at work a couple days this week. People are like, they were so thrown off by me wearing a hat. I kind of liked it. I might bust out some sunglasses soon too. I might. That was a little creepy. But number 4, the breakthroughs, again, that angelic energy, the firm foundation, the emperor energy, heavenly mercy. Okay, let me read some of these stuff. No, the sun on yours is live next to you, Lisa. That is live next to you. Oh, Zach said me, so I guess me. Kiva's up next. Okay, ladies first. That's how it goes around here. Wow, it is very bright. I don't know the sun would be that bright. You brought out the sun. Oh, Mr. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? Apparently. The sun goes down on the Arizona plain and the wind whistles by like a runaway train. And the wind whistles by like a runaway train. I know that song too, Zach. I'll just give me some time. I'm really oh dang, Zach, you got me on this one. Yes, Angela, you are right. And the sun. It'll come. And the wind. I know that song so well. Give me another line. Another word for 10 points, Zach. 10 points. It'll cost me 10 points. So now I'm going for the 90 points. Another line, Zach. Another clue. Okay. Kiva, you're up next for the cards. You guys, I'm having fun with you tonight. Thank you. I know that Rex is gonna. We've got to maybe. Okay, we're gonna show these, and then I'm gonna, because I was focusing on Rex there, and not so much Kiva, but these ones came out. So let's just look at them all. The pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. We've had that tonight. The cosmic heart, a lot of pink activation, and the silver dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. And some of us may feel like the silver fox in our life, right? We've grown up, much to our delight. we've grown up, and now we gave up the fight, and we had the fight of our life just to become alive, just to wake up. And so this is just feeling like, yeah, keep going. So much confirmation. There's the key. I see a key there. Access untapped resources, look into your soul and see higher possibilities. Well, how could we not be looking into our soul? Open your heart to warm hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine in. Face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine out. Let the sun shine out. Really? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. The wind's blowing. I've got plants like blowing. I have this one long philodendron, you know, the little heart shaped leaves, and it's growing quite long. And just as you guys are saying that, the wind's blowing in, and the the plant, it's like the hair behind the plant. The winds have changed, and Rex is getting a little restless. So I'm going to pull cards uh, only now for Kiva and Zach, and then we're going to head out. Kiva and Zach and Angela, thank you so much for being here tonight and showing up always for me. And I have, we're going to keep, you give me and you on a flatbed truck, my heart kicking over like a white-tailed buck, could not drive me away. Wild horses. Wild horses? Wild horses could not drive me away? I feel like I'm so on the spot. I'm in this like I'm just so in the zone, and now Zach is quizzing my I know the song. I probably know every single word of the song. Wild horses. Oh, Gino Vanelli. Did I say that? Wild horses. Wild horses could not drive me away. Oh, I love that. That's coming on tonight. That's going to be our walk. Rex and I on the walk. I'm going to be listening to that. And the wind whistles by, and the sun goes down on the Arizona plain, and the wind whistles by like a runaway train. Hey, hey, hey. Does it say I got a bad desire? Ooh, or is that a different song? Oh, oh my gosh, guys. Ding, 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 ding. Yay. I love Gino Vanelli. I love that song. I love that song so much. Mm. Okay. I don't even know. Zach's got me the sun, the thinking of the walk, the song. You guys, how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. Um, Showing up for me in a really special way. And thank you. That's really all I feel I can say. The sound's going up? Okay. I don't know what's going on. It's only love. What's love got to do with it? Everything. Everything. Okay. So, Kiva, you're next, and then Zach, and then I'm going to go and walk Rex. Yeah. Kiva. Oh, that one too. Oh, are you kidding? The fire dragon and the lilac fire dragon. Was it you that said about lilacs? We were talking about lilacs here the other day, and I heard something about like the not long ago something like the lilac mist when I was having that clearing through the third eye. There's a lot of opening through the third eye. Um, And so, Kiva, what I'm feeling here right now is, again, it's coming back to your most authentic, heart centered place. And it's all about the body. My body's changed so much in the last year for the better. And I don't eat as much as I used to. And it's not because I don't eat, it's more when I do, it's like purposeful, and it supports the lightening up, if you will, um, from the carbon to the crystalline. And so, what I'm really feeling here is you've got the fire dragon, burns up the lower energies around you. And then you've got the lilac dragon here, the lilac fire dragon, not just the lilac dragon, the lilac fire dragon is transmutes through the power of divine love. And so, as we honor, I've got to stop reading your comments. I got to stay in the flow. I will read them after. Um, it's like the fire within you. You are clearing through like lifetimes, and this is why it feels so. We are at like this really beautiful, beautiful time uh, with this blue moon. Like, are you a real spiritual, like, do you believe everything that you, do you believe in your dream? I guess that's it. Do you believe in your dream? Do you believe that you are connected to God, loving source? Because that is your greatest resource. And your the tool that you are encouraged to most use is your intuition. The intuition sees the bullshit. And then it's like the intuition, it sends out, the fire dragon or sends in the fire dragon and burns it up. And then all of a sudden it's like this beautiful simmering. Oh, you know what they're showing me right now? It's like this beautiful simmering, a simmering pot of love, and that emits the beautiful fragrance of love. And fragrance, sound, scent, all the senses, right? It's a part of being human. So it says here, you are safe and protected. We keep getting that message a lot. And the question, maybe what are we being protected from? The lower energies that don't want us to fulfill our mission. The ones that are trying to hold on to power, the data centers, the artificial ones. Oh, the cyborgs. Oh, scary. Nothing's really scary when you are in your own power. It's like, oh, yeah, really? You're buying that? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was that's why I knew I was mixing the two songs. But I like, I say I don't like Bruce Springsteen, but that song just won't leave me these days. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. You're doing it, Kiva. You're doing it. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, joy, and hope. Peace, hope, and joy. And I found the little pure heart block, right? Where you are from your heart, the purity of heart, the sacred building block. And there's 4 viewers and 4 thumbs up. Perfect. You're doing it, Kiva. I mean, this is beautiful. Let's get you a light worker activation card. Let me read some of these comments. It was staticky. Is it still staticky? The light is trippy as F around you, Lisa. Then static. Weird. Really? The freeze frame. Oh, and then I'll mix that one up with the jitterbug, the glitter bug. Who puts the boom boom into your heart? Who does it? You do. God does. Is the video clear? All right, here, Kiva. Oh my gosh, color. 4 live viewers. 4. You are loved and adored. All of us here are loved and adored. Safe and protected. You're just meant to go out to be your sparkly self, Kiva. Go out there and be your sparkly self. It's all about your beautiful heart. And, anything that, again, anything, anybody that doesn't have your greatest and highest good and at heart, it doesn't matter. God transmutes that. You're the powerful one. Say your name, say your name. It's like singing, here to sing your beautiful, create your beautiful tapestry in this lifetime. It's your time to shine, Kiva, and continue to transmute through your beautiful heart, your beautiful, creative, loving heart. Your passageway is assured. You are safe and protected. So, Kiva, I hope those messages resonate. And I'm glad. Hey, sometimes I'm just here for the entertainment. No, no, I'm not here for the entertainment. Yet I am entertaining, right? Like it's important for us to understand our role too. So before we get to Zach, as Zach's message is being ushered in by the orange and gold dragon from Arcturus and the dark blue galactic dragon. And so again, I am feeling this for all of us. We are so, this blue moon, not necessarily rare, yet not common either, is encouraging all of us to harness our power from this new space. I mentioned yesterday, up in the fields, the energy, up late, sitting in it, maybe getting out there tonight and the next few nights and really working personally with this power of the moon. Remember, Sagittarius, the archer, going for your dream, focused vision. Your vision has been focused and the clearance, it's sacred clearance. The way is clear for all of us. Follow your truth. This is your truth. Archangel Michael, I'm feeling strongly. Archangel Michael walks with you, helps you to listen to the voice of the universe and the loving voice within. And love always wins. Light always wins. It's a transformative journey. We got off the gurney and reclaimed our life. And that's why our dreams come true. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. Oh, bring me a higher love. Imagine we are the higher love. We are the higher love. We are the sacred dove. Born to fill it up. The cup. Fulfilling the sacred covenant. The one in which eternal love resurfaces and supports all those in skin. Yeah, I got a bad desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. I know. Once I said wild, when I got the wild horses, then the tune came. once I got the wild horses, I knew the tune. And yeah, that Bruce Springsteen, I know that song keeps coming up, and I've said it here, every time a Bruce Springsteen song comes up, I'm like, I'm not really a fan of that guy. Never was. I think he thought he was cooler than he was. I don't know why that bothered me. Something about Bruce Springsteen irritated me, And I mean, yet the tunes, there's some songs I know. Born in the USA. I guess I know a lot of Bruce Springsteen songs. I channeled that song. Yeah, light again. So we can, all right. Okay, Zach, you're up. Because or no, Kiva, we didn't. I didn't get you. Did I get you? No, I didn't. Did I get you? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. We're on to Zach. Gosh. Oh, did I get you? Did I get you a light card, Kiva? I didn't. I didn't. I don't think I did. Why do I? Why am I feeling like I didn't? Oh, okay. I no. Okay. Okay. So Kiva, it just kind of felt like it was like with the dragons there, and then the lilac fire dragon, and then the fire dragon. It just felt like that was it. Like the living, the living. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, just a second. 2, 3. Expansion. Merkabah energy. 4, 4. Stable foundations. Divine masculine. Balanced. Angelically guided. Focused intention. 22. 4. Courageous. Brave. Proud. I'm just hearing restored sacred ground, and I'm feeling this light just came in through. It's like a. I guess what I'm just wanting to say here, Kiva, is like gifts are opening, and for everyone too. If you're here, like these messages are coming through for Kiva, and yet I trust that they support all of you and all of us in some way. And there are new support coming in, new light codes because we've leveled up. We've you become, or you're becoming, the unified field, right? That unified field energy from within. Now truly, the path of dreams, the field of dreams can begin, because all along the way you allowed yourself to be guided by the loving universe, because you're here walking your path of mastery, and it's like a sacred journey. And I'm feeling wisdom guide energy in here. I'm feeling all kinds of stuff in this card, like you know animals. I did see an elephant, so elephant may be important. But yeah, it's just by showing up for yourself, you're continuing to open up. And as you continue to fill your own cup, you are being reminded that you are the universe. And you are not here any longer to live life in the reverse. It's like you freed yourself from the curse. And now it's like the purse of God opens as your heart. So that's really beautiful, Kiva. I feel like, Kiva, these are the ones they're asking me to show you the guidebook. So I'll hold the guidebook up and you can screenshot it here. And then we're going to get on to Zach. And then I'm going to go and walk Rex. I can't believe it's almost 8 o'clock. Kiva. I love that. Know the self and know the nature of everything. It's like that saying, no God, N-O, no peace, N-O. No God, K-N-O, no peace, right? Who's got the peace that passes understanding down in their heart? Who down in their heart? Who down in their heart? Who's got the peace that passes understanding down in their heart? Who has this peace today? Are you happy? So very happy. I am. Yes, the color card. Okay, so you know what color? All right, let me, Kiva here for all of us. Those were all extras though. And then the color card. Yes, I did. I knew I did. I was on to Zach and then I don't know. I'm just like, my feet need to be on the ground. Color. Vibrational impulses and light waves. Oh, no apologies needed. It was nobody's fault. It works how it works. And we all needed to have those messages. Okay, so Zach. And the sun goes down on the Arizona plain, and the wind whistles by like a runaway train. Hey, I got a bad desire. Am I mixing it again? Oh my God, I think I'm mixing it again, so I'm going to stop right there. It's wiggity. Wiggity. Okay. What I'm going to do, move these. Rex, we're going. I know you're sighing, sweetheart. Okay. All right. That one wants. Oh, those two. Again. Again, this almost feels again like this protective energy, right? As you journey deeper within, check this out. As you journey deeper within, it's like we've got the silver dragon again, illuminates your potential with higher light, access untapped resources, look into your soul and see possibilities. You're the key. Your willingness to participate, our willingness to participate is the key. Yeah, they keep coming back to this card. It's like they want to reiterate that where you are now, you've never been here before. It's all newness. Are you ready to truly shut the door on what came before? And in order to do it, you must continue to show up for yourself. Because this is about remembering your, I feel like saying all of your heritage, your lineage, divine royalty. Like yesterday, I shared here that I was guided to a bug. I can't even remember the name, a skua bug or something like this, beetle. And then it led me to like a Zulu nation. I still haven't, I've printed something off and I have to look into it. But it was all about this. It's like royalty, kings and queens, and this it feels like at this time it's like kings and queens rise gently after what has been a harrowing journey to rise again in your own divinity. This is like pure. I'm feeling like I'm feeling divine masculine, obviously, Zach. And this is about you remembering who you are and taking the crown, taking the lead in your life, taking the lead in your life, not choosing to leave life, taking the lead. You're here to take the lead. You connected with me. You engage here. You're the real deal. You and the sacred seal opens within. And everything, like this is like standing in your regal essence. Strengthens you to stand in your in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Yes. Do you see the light shining out of your eyes? Do you feel like your life is the prize? And remember, God wants to spoil us. Source wants to spoil us. And so, are you ready to take the lead in your life? Because you're here because you're meant to rise and shine and show us your glory, glory, rise and shine and show us your glory, glory, rise and shine and share your story, story, children of the earth. That's it. It's funny because there's 3 live viewers and 4 thumbs up, 34. Soul Tribe, Soul Thrive, the new vibe. This is our life. The blue moon. What's on the horizon for you? Where have you? Did Cupid's arrow hit you? Have you removed all the arrows out of the heart space so that you can co-create? Again, this may speak about union with another. It may just simply be soul family reunion. And it could also be sacred union, connecting with the other. From the heart space is the most powerful. And I just heard it's about the integrated vessel, the integrated vessel. So keep going because it's the purity of heart is the seed that you're here sowing. Don't let your thoughts drag you away. Like a wild horse led out to pasture, or perhaps kept in the pen area, told not to play. Zach, you're here to co-create and share your art with the world. Share your heart with the world. And be the chariot in your life. The chariot in your life. Is that just a crow? Embrace your soul to reveal a partner. Okay, Zach, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Are you reestablishing a connection with love that lives on and on and on and on and on? They're asking me to look at the bottom card, so I'm going to look at the bottom. Are you kidding? The sensitivity card again. Okay, so I'm going to show this. It's up to each of us. We're going to complete this. Thank you, Zach, for bringing through the final message for all of us. Zach and Rex, thanks you for allowing his walk to soon begin. And it's up to you to break yourself free. it's up to you to remember the dreams that little Zach had. There was a light just through the living room. It's up to you to tune in to all the connections that are right here for you and make the breakthroughs. That felt like that silver dragon light. Interesting. Remember, Zach, you are the higher love. Your life is a gift. You were born for bliss. Listen to the intuitive voice within. It's loving and kind. The voice of the mind is not often that way. Listen to the voice that's loving and kind, because it's your child inside encouraging Zach to come out and play. Co-create in your unique way with the divine. Let your light shine. Let the light show. Let the light show be you. We are the light show. We're not playing in the smoke and mirror show. The smoke show. We're the mirror. We got clear. The dream is near. Ladies and gent, thank you so much for being here this evening. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for pouring into my cup. I can't believe we're like 2 hours here again. So I really ought to skedaddle and get this dog for a walk before it gets like completely dark on us. It's meant to be a longer walk. So I hope that you've had as much fun here this evening, hanging with me. I love you so much. And I want you all, Kiva, Angela, Zach, remember, you are so worthy and deserving of absolutely everything. And it's really your responsibility, our responsibility, to cultivate peace in our life. And we do that through that walk with our heart in whatever way supports us to really allow the child to come out and play uniquely. And remember that they are worthy. And they do have gifts. And they do have something that they're here to leave. And for all of us, it is a legacy of love that is born of, remembering the light within. And the light may shine because the sun's setting here. The light may be shining. Yet it really what shines through. And I want you all to know I see you, I feel you, I love you so, so much. Thanks for showing up. I hope that, this blue moon, that's, not such a rare thing, and yet it's not common either. I hope that you harness the power that's here for you in your specific experience of being divinely human. See you on the spiritual walk. Yes, you'll see me on the spiritual walk. And I'll be back here with you all on Sunday. Who knows? Maybe I'll surprise you all and do a spiritual walk and talk tomorrow. You never know. What we do know, though, is that we will be back here on Sunday, May 31st, on the other side of our Sagittarius blue moon. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up, pouring into my cup, and supporting my ability to shine my light and love into this timeline. Until next time, everyone, take good care. Well, maybe music and Zach with Lisa, musical like squares with Zach and Lisa here. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I love you. I hope you have a great evening. I gotta fly. Take good care. Okay, Rex, we're out.